nothing, boy.
I'm sorry.
Boys, man, you know what time it is, man. It's time for social media's most imperfect podcast. Social media's best kept secret. I'm Memphis.
I'm Freaky B.
Hollywood.
And together we make Theze Nutz. Hey, as I get said to get in the Eastern Area podcast, Freaky V, tell them how to get in contact with you.
I am Freaky V on Instagram and Threads.
Hollywood, how they get in contact with you?
I am Hollywood Rich _ on Instagram and Threads.
If you want to follow the podcast, please go to Theze Nutz Official on Facebook. Instagram is Theze Nutz _ Hollywood, how to get in contact with us on YouTube?
Separate these nuts.
Also, if you take the audio experience, man, put the nuts back together. That's Theze Nutz. Put the nuts back together. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification button. Hit the like button. Also, if you want to follow us on thezenuts.business@gmail.com. That's another way for increase of the podcast. You want to have a one of my extinguished etiquette and so beautiful podcast members on your podcast, please go to thezenuts.business@gmail.com, and I can let Freaky V know if you want on your podcast or Hollywood on your podcast. I ain't going on your regular podcast, so don't call and ask me. I'm just fucking around. For any business inquiries, man, just go to thezenuts.business@gmail.com. Okay. It was Thanksgiving this week. How was everybody Thanksgiving, man? Hollywood, how was your Thanksgiving?
It was pretty good. You know, food was good as always. You know, old girl be throwing down. But
did y'all do the traditional turkey or did you deep fry one?
Traditional, what's that?
The one that put in the oven that bake all the juice out of turkey.
Deep fried is traditional right now at this point.
That shit just stopped becoming traditional, dog. For my grandmother made shit about the
turkeys for 10 years though.
Correct.
But maybe.
Yeah, bro.
Tradition for us.
But dog, if you tell most people traditional turkey, dog, they not thinking about deep fried turkey, dog. I'm just telling you.
That's that one that's going in the oven for 6 hours.
Eat that dry
Yeah, they gonna
ass
think
shit
about it
out
when you
the
put it in the
oven.
oven. Huh?
Nobody eat that dry ass shit.
No.
Oh, dog, you can smoke you a turkey, dog.
Deep fried.
Okay. Freaky V, how was Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I agree. My Thanksgiving was good. It was great. I ain't had no complaints.
Freaky V, you was out in these motherfucking streets too, boy.
Yeah,
a whole girls Hollywood. I see Freaky V with a whole girl. I say, look at Freaky V.
Hey, we went Thanksgiving night. We went to see Plies at Tally Ho in Tampa.
Talk to him. How was it?
So we ain't gonna see that nigga. We saw the nigga in the parking lot. Bro, they was charging like a stack for a table of 8. It was only 3 tables in that motherfucker.
That's how it
Bro,
goes.
That's why I can't be crowded like that. The party was in the actual party was in the parking lot. It was some nigga with some old ass sound system or whatever. Huh?
So you didn't get a chance to actually see Pla's performance.
We saw him when he pulled up in the parking lot. We had
Why you tell me to come on the podcast, Freaky V?
Bro, they wouldn't let nobody say nothing to that nigga or whatever. They act like we was gonna attack the nigga and shit. They was like, get back.
What's up, girl? That nigga attention.
Listen, the party was in the parking lot. I fixed plates and fed all my friends, fed a couple of niggas too. We was parking lot pimping. That's what we called it.
Hey, boy, that's some old people shit there, boy. I ain't heard that shit since 85, boy. Parking lot.
Yeah, it was a whole vibe in the parking lot. You know, they played all the Ply songs. So what the fuck we need to go on the inside for?
Okay, so did you bust it open when Plies played Bust It, Baby? Was you and your homegirls trying to get a nigga to bust it?
Yeah, a little bit, but our check needs like came on quick.
Freaky V, you too old, that pussy too fat. Don't be having your motherfucking ass out there doing that dumb shit. You gonna be fucked up now, I'm telling you.
Hey, my knees hurt right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to control when the music starts to speak to you.
Hey, Hollywood, that's a different story. That's Kevin Gates she was going to see. We haven't told you their podcast that with Kevin Gates, but Freaky V probably wouldn't be here, boy. She saw what you know.
That nigga have to see me. Yeah, Kevin Gates is on my bucket list for sure.
Hey, Thanksgiving was good for me, man. You know, for me, I was in Orlando for Thanksgiving. You know, doing what I do, and we didn't do the fried turkey at the Airbnb. We did what? No. Actually, I did Thanksgiving. My brother's birthday was the week before. I got the two confused. We did turkey wings for Thanksgiving. I did it in Miami with my brother and my nieces and shit like that. So you know, I had a good time. I took a lot of Jello shots. I did a lot of shots. I had fun, bro. I'm thinking about relocating, maybe somewhere near closer back to the crib, Hollywood. So you never know, brother. You know, your big bro might be coming back, brother.
I don't believe, but okay.
I don't believe that shit either. You ain't going no motherfucking well, bro. You stay on you stay on 4 motherfucking acres.
But okay, but check this out. If it's something that you say that I totally agree with, my piece is everything, dog. I don't give a fuck how many acres I stay on. That shit don't matter to me at this point in my life. But
I mean, you purchased a lot of peace, and you can have peace on them 4 acres. It's hard to have peace when a nigga right up, next to you. That's all I'm saying.
Man, I got soundproof room, and with another $200,000 in my account, I'm straight. I find peace somewhere else.
Okay.
I find peace somewhere else, bro. Damn. What else did I want to mention on the podcast? Then that shit just slipped my mind. Maybe made me forget what I was going to say. Okay. Let's move on with the first topic. Hey. The first topic that we're gonna jump on, right? It's this lady, right? Let me see. It's a woman. She explains what happens when a woman controls a man in the dynamic of a relationship, right? And I thought this was a topic that we could talk about. I never really thought about a woman kind of controlling a man in a relationship. First of all, before we jump into the audio, do you think that could be a successful relationship where a woman controls the man in a relationship? Freaky V, I'm gonna let you take off first. Do you think that could be a wholesome, healthy relationship where a woman takes control?
Absolutely.
Okay, why? Talk to me.
That's just my women's liberation taking over. Will I respect the nigga is different. Can it work? Absolutely.
Okay. Hollywood, what you say?
I say, what's that?
I mean, it is what it is, bro. Oh, you want me to play the audio so you can hear, sir?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, let me play the audio so the lady can speak.
What happens is you end up raising him. Yeah, he activates your maternal instinct rather than your sexual instinct. So you end up having to raise him, having to check if he's there, and so on and so forth. He becomes a burden to your life, and therefore you start to glorify singlehood. Whereas when you are with a man that you don't control, and he actually helps control you, you see the beauty in a relationship. So I think when I meet women who are with men that they control, especially in marriages, they become disrespectful to him. They speak to him badly. They become a woman they don't like. Whereas when they're with a man that takes leadership, they actually remain respectful. They remain kind. They remain in awe of their partner for a long time. So I don't recommend ever being with a man that you can control. You become a woman that you don't like.
Okay. There you go. Hollywood, what you say?
Yeah, I never seen that before. So I don't have a lot of insight or perspective on that topic. Because that sounds like she just got another dependent. Like, what does she use? Probably just using him for his funds or, whatever else he got, like, outside of him being a man. You know what I'm saying? She using him for funds or whatever else, but it's not for compatibility or anything like that. So I don't know. In my mind, no, that shit won't last. You know what I'm saying? But I never seen nothing like that.
To me, something that she said that really stuck out to me was like when she said, "You won't be in awe of him anymore." I think that is a strong statement to say. You know what I mean? I think you need the awe in the relationship, bro. Especially on the sexual aspect of it. Like, I do think that I guess I can see that dynamic working, depending on the woman. I don't subscribe to shit like that. I subscribe to both of us being leaders in a relationship. And I do believe that your partner is stronger in certain areas than you might be. And I believe that leadership can change. Like if me and Freaky be in a relationship and she better with finances and bills and consolidating shit and making shit work at the house, then go ahead, you run that. But if it come down to shit like making decisions on shit that's gonna go into the house, like appliances and shit like that, shit breaking and being fixed, then I take the leadership role. I think we got this mindset that a leader has to be able to control the whole narrative in a relationship. I think a great leader or a person that can lead correctly is a person that can take advice as well. Leadership don't always have to be my way or the highway. Sometimes it's being able to decipher who's better at doing certain shit in a relationship. If you're better at doing certain shit in a relationship than me, then I have no problem with falling back and letting you take control of that. I think we've been conditioned to feel like a leader has to control everything. And great leaders are people that know how to delegate shit and know how to deal with people. That's a part of leadership that I don't think people actually think about, because we all have jobs. If you have a job where a supervisor just an asshole just because he's the supervisor, that don't make him a great leader. But if you got a leader that can come through and he knows that he has to deal with every individual employee separately, because we all separate people, then that makes a great leader. So I don't see what the difference between that and being a leader in a relationship.
I think you're talking about gender roles. I think she's talking about something totally different.
As far as what? Because gender roles can be the same shit.
Nah, you talking about leadership, and she's just talking about a nigga who won't step up and be a man. Period. He won't step up and assume his role in the household as a man. Like
okay, but what's the role of a man in the house though? Is what I'm asking.
It's more than just I take out the garbage, you cook. Mm-hmm. I cut the grass, you do the laundry. Like you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, honestly, like everything that she said really was accurate. Mm-hmm. You're going to lose that awe factor because he's not a leader, and a leader encompasses so many different things. You know what I mean? Same thing as a provider. A provider is not just the financial aspect either. You know, but when women talk about they want a provider, majority of the time they're talking financial. You know, I need a provider to look after me spiritually. I need, somebody to guide me, in different ways, help us move further up to the top. When you control a nigga and you control every aspect of that, then who's leading who? So now I'm exposing that nigga to things that he's never seen before. Instead of us upgrading each other, I'm the only one elevating. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna become very disrespectful. As opposed to somebody who's leading. I will talk to you any kind of way. I'm gonna tell you from my personal experience.
But in my mind, what keeps you there? Like if
finance.
He's leading in. It got to be finances. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, finances, comfortability of having, someone in-house, and in-house dick. This is called spade to spade.
She said it was sexual at that point.
Huh?
The lady on the clip you played said that it wasn't sexual at that point.
Yeah, I mean, you will take advantage of, you cheat or whatever because you're gonna find somebody else attractive that actually fits the qualities and the dynamic that you desire. With the in-house nigga, it's sometimes when you want in-house dick, it ain't nothing wrong with just rolling over and be like, hey, what's up? It don't really have to mean anything. Really, the at that particular time, he really becomes the side nigga, even though he's in-house. And the guy that you're entertaining outside of the house gets more attention than the in-house does.
Man, listen, this is my advice to women, right? Because what Hollywood is saying is, I think women, I'm gonna say people. I ain't gonna generalize. I think people put so much praise into finances in a relationship, dog. To all that other shit, they kind of wash it to the side. This is my advice to women, and this is just my personal opinion. And you can go check the facts, you go look at the data. Women, if y'all decide to get, some of y'all women just lazy. Let's just be honest. Y'all want to take care of y'all, right? If y'all get out and go get your own money, you can stop dating the nigga. You can start dating the nigga that you like instead of the nigga that you need. That's the problem. When you stop dating the nigga that you need and start dating the nigga that you want, your life will be so much easier. And the reason why I'm saying that is, and I'm gonna use her as an example. And Hollywood, you can back me up on this. And Freaky V. I'm gonna use Rihanna as the example, right? And there's other examples that I'm gonna use, but I'm gonna just use Rihanna because she's the most relevant in this conversation at this point. Rihanna was dating a billionaire nigga, right? Before she met A$AP Rocky, right? Rihanna's a billionaire at this point in her life. It's no more financial need. A$AP Rocky don't make the money that big. He not broke, but he don't make the money that she make. She date that nigga because that's who she like. She likes what he brings to the table. It's no more a financial thing. She like that nigga because she likes him. And then some people used to be like, well, why would you go from a billionaire to nigga like A$AP Rocky? Bro, this shit has been going on in front of our face for so long. We just haven't been paying attention. Rihanna's just one case. You could use Kim Kardashian as well with the Pete Davidson nigga. That nigga didn't make as much money as Kim, but for that time in her life, he brought something that she valued. It's no more about what you do for me, bro. And I think a lot of women feel like that. So until women decide to get off their ass and go get something and stop dating niggas because what they bring to them and start dating niggas because you like them, I'm not saying that niggas ain't gonna still do wild shit, but you'll start to figure out what you really like in a nigga instead of thinking you know what you like in a nigga because you're going off what society says a nigga should have. You get out there and get your own money, bro, and get your own hustle on, you can alleviate all that dumb shit.
I think a lot of women do have their own money, bro. And I think that shit, they gonna still ignore all of that shit you just said. They still gonna go for the nigga who society thinks or society says you should have. Like, they not gonna actually go for the nigga who meshes with them perfectly. They gonna go for the nigga who got all the, you know what I'm saying, the financial shit going on. They gonna ignore everything you just said.
I disagree with you on the fact that I don't think she gonna fuck with the bum nigga, the nigga that ain't. I'm not talking about if your girl make $5 million a year and you make 30,000. I'm not saying that. You got to be somewhere in the vicinity. What I'm saying is, once you get to a point of financial stability, dog, and you not dependent on a nigga solely to take care of you or fund your lifestyle, bro, you can weed out the niggas that you don't want to fuck with. That shrinks your dating people. Your dating pool down a lot.
And what I'm saying is, women might see that shit as a downgrade. Me going to get somebody that's lower than me. Not saying the nigga a bum, but he's not, level with me. They still look at that shit as a downgrade. You know what I'm saying?
Could be. But okay, but that's just like the movie Think Like a Man. Taraji P. Henson went for the nigga that was on the same level that she was on, or a little bit above her. And she went back to the nigga that completed her. I think once you mature as a woman, dog, just like a man, women always say men gonna fuck anything. Hollywood always say once a nigga get his fucking hours up, bro, and you mature and you start gathering yourself and finding out who you are as a person, you stop just fucking anything. I think women do the same shit. I think, of course, you're gonna make some mistakes along your journey of trying to find Mr. Perfect or whatever, quote unquote, Mr. Perfect is to you. You're gonna kiss a couple of frogs, dog. That's just a part of life. It's rarely that you meet your high school sweetheart, bro, and that's the motherfucker you be with for the rest of your life. You gonna have to kiss a frog.
I think that our generation and our children are, I'm not gonna say they fucked up, but they're in a very crazy situation. And I'll tell you why. Our grandparents or our grandmother, and sometimes in certain conditions our mom, was totally dependent on a man. A man was looked at to be the provider. He took care of everything. Women maintained the home, right? So what you have is you have a portion of you now being a liberated woman, but your mentality has been conditioned to still go along what you witnessed as far as relationships are concerned. So you grew up with your parents. You grew up seeing how your granddaddy provided for your grandmother, so to say. You know what I mean? So you long for the man to be the provider in the financial sense, to take care of you, and you really don't do anything. I think our great grandchildren will be then had that shit together, because that's gonna be non-existent what they see. But our generation, we want to be, liberated and independent, but we still have a desire for the nigga to make equivalent or even more to if some shit went down, that the nigga could provide. And we don't fuck up our lifestyle, Lenny.
I just think that, and this is my personal opinion, I feel like the building aspect of a relationship is totally thrown off in the dynamics of a relationship. Like building some shit together. If I don't come in a relationship at a certain level, you don't need much value me in these days and times. Like, I'm not saying that I'm the nigga that's making fries at McDonald's. I'm talking about the nigga that make a decent living. I'm talking about the nigga that's making $50,000+ a year. Mm-hmm. Women don't even much value the $50,000, $60,000 a year nigga no more. It's like you have to be $150,000, $200,000 nigga, dog, already walking in the door to even occupy some of these women's time. I think that I'm not saying that a woman should lower her standards and fuck with a nigga that don't bring nothing to the table, but I'm saying a nigga that's out here trying to got a good job, just because he don't drive a Wraith or live on Star Island or no shit like that, dog, that doesn't devalue him as a man. I think that sometimes y'all can build some shit together. And finances shouldn't, I'm not saying finances shouldn't be high on your priority list in a relationship, because we know finances is one of the leading causes of separations, but god damn, dog, like.
So yeah, the today's women, or that we hear all the time, whether it be through our music or on social media or whatever, I'm not really a fan of those women who push the issue of, I don't have to do shit, and because I have pussy, then you should be funding me, or whatever. I really am a stickler for the independent woman. Get up and get your own shit. I don't mind being upgraded, but I'm not asking a nigga for shit that I can't do myself. I say that shit all the time, and that's the purpose of me working. I don't think what the nigga that I'm not going for is the one that already comes in with this 50-50 attitude bullshit. I'm not a 50-50 motherfucker right now. With who? I'm 100% straight out the door. You understand? So why should I compromise that to be 50-50 with another nigga? Like, where you coming from? You have to explain that shit, because so many different people have different views on that. But if we're talking straight finances, I pay 100% of my bills. You understand what I'm saying? So how am I can't, in my mind, I can't get with anybody that's going to be lower than or whatever. If you're funding your lifestyle with $40,000 a year, okay, fine, or whatever. You don't have to make $100,000 a year for me, but can you take on my lifestyle? And which I've said before, if I get sick and I can't work, okay, do we have to eat oodles and noodles? Or because I don't have to have steak and lobster every day, but I don't want any type of cut in my budget. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm coming from. You don't have to make $100,000, but that $20,000 at McDonald's not gonna cut it, partner. And I'm not taking a chance on that shit.
I agree with you on that. But see, my whole thing with it is that while we in this relationship, right? And if I'm the leader of this relationship, then we should have shit set aside for shit like that. Even if it's just acting like as an extra insurance policy. Like, bro, it's ways to maneuver. Like, if a nigga know how to manage his money right, a nigga can make 40,000 look like 90,000 if you good with money.
Agreed.
Just
Agreed,
not good with money. But
that nigga is excellent with money if he can do that.
And in a perfect world, if you're not exposed, listen, I thought I knew insurance until I got insurance. It's some shit that I've learned in the past few years that I had no idea even existed, as far as an option of you know, having some type of policy to, you know, help you for a rainy day. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these things we're not privy to. We can say it's on YouTube or it's just on social media, but those things don't really line up on your algorithm if you don't go look for it.
See, but that's a nigga that's been in the workforce that know how shit works, or that's been in a family where shit like that works. See, the actual dollar amount don't matter as long as you know how the game is to be played. Like, if you lose your job and I'm making 50,000 and I'm paying an extra 150 for Afterlac on the side for both of us.
Right.
If something falls apart, you get hurt, that's some shit that can alleviate some of the pressure that you're talking about. But that's just sitting down, me and you having a conversation about some shit about this. Why I say open communication with your partner is so prevalent. It's because if you tell me some shit like that, then it's some shit that we can work towards, even if it's just putting $50 out of each one of our checks every week. You do that for 2-3 years and you break your leg, that's a fund that you got set. You can make $50,000 work if it's both of y'all.
I mean, but again, it's about, you know, honesty, transparency, and communication, like you said. And I guess I get it, but a lot of these niggas come out the gate. So say for instance, a lot of these niggas they not honest. They not honest about what they make, and then girls are lazy. Okay, so that's not a great combination, right? So I met this guy this weekend. The nigga came straight out the gate and was like, we was talking about availability. When we available to go out, how we gonna hook up, how we gonna do this or whatever. You know, so I'm explaining, hey, I work, you know, 4 days a week. And I work 10-hour shifts. I'm pretty much off every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. My availability is great during those times. And he asked me, okay, well, what do you do? I'm an insurance agent. You know, I just don't feel like I have to lie about those things or whatever, right? So I asked the nigga, what do you do? Straight out the gate, I'm a longshoreman. I said, okay, that's nice. You know, eyes didn't get big or nothing like that. I'm like, okay, great, or whatever. And then the next day, when the nigga hit me up, was like, hey, how you doing or whatever. I say, I ain't doing nothing. I'm chilling. What you doing? That nigga said, well, I'm out detailing cars. So I'm not clowning the nigga because he's a detailer. That's fine. You know, everybody got to have a hustle. You know, but I think you lie. So you detailing cars 2 days a week, and you a longshoreman, which you said you work 70 to 80 hours a week. When do you have an opportunity to detail damn cars on the side? So because the nigga goes in making it seem like he's more than what he is or whatever, you know, how do you foster a relationship or have an intelligent conversation about finances when the nigga about the gate already lying that he made?
I mean, everybody, listen, 90% of niggas gonna come in the game boosting your Madden ratings. Like, most niggas gonna come in telling you that they do this and they do. Same thing with some women. Some women, if they like you enough, they gonna pretend to be this motherfucker that you into to get you. That's just how people normally work. It's fucked up that it's that way, but that's just the normal cycle of how niggas, that's why niggas lie about not having no girlfriend when they trying to get a girl on the side. Instead of just being honest, niggas so threatened of not lose. See, and this is the crazy part to me. How can you lose some shit you ain't never had? Like, if you just totally be transparent with a woman and give her the option, She might, listen, fellas, if she want to fuck you, she gonna fuck you. That's just what it is. I mean, you don't have to lie. If she deal with you like that, if she attracted to you in that way, bro, or she see you in that light, she might tell you off first, oh, I don't mess with married men, or I don't mess with dudes that's in a relationship. And then when you smash, the first thing she gonna say is, oh, I normally don't do shit like that. No, you did what you wanted to do. Right. So I don't understand what niggas be lying to women for. Like, it's no need to lie. Give her the option, bro, and she might respect you more. You never know. You might run into a freaky V who don't give a fuck about you being married at all. If she want to give you something, she gonna give it to you. So I just don't be understanding why niggas be trying to boost their Madden ratings. When, bro, the real you gonna come out eventually anyway. If she fuck with you like that, she gonna eventually know that you don't work 70, 80 hours a week.
You know our niggas boosting their Madden ratings.
I know why they're boosting it. But what I'm saying
Share, why do they do that?
Because they want to fuck. That's why.
It ups my percentage of fucking you.
That's all.
Point blank. It does.
So, okay, but are you on?
Hold on, Freaky V, let him talk. Go ahead, say it.
Freaky V just explained that she makes a certain amount. And if a nigga makes half of her amount, if something happens to her, this nigga cannot fund her lifestyle and keep her lifestyle where it's at while she's recovering or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And that's how they look at it. This is a loss. If you trying to holler at a motherfucker who making $200,000 and that's her, like she's living a $200,000 lifestyle and you make $100,000, like she's looking at that as a fucking loss. This nigga cannot fund my lifestyle if something happens to me. So this is not an upgrade. This is a downgrade. I don't give a fuck how good of a nigga he is. You know,
okay, but my question to you is, okay, well, my question is to women is this. Okay, you do live a $200,000 lifestyle, right? You get hurt. You can't take care of yourself when you get hurt. I'm here to just enhance what you got going on. See, that's the thing about happiness. A lot of motherfuckers feel like another motherfucker can make them happy. Another motherfucker can't make you happy. Only you can make yourself happy. Another motherfucker only enhance your happiness. If you make $200,000, bro, and you out blowing money, if you make $200,000 and you live in a $350,000 lifestyle and shit go crazy, that's not my fault. That's your fault. I'm here supposed to be able to help you. If you making $200,000 and you buying Birkin bags and you doing this and you traveling and you not putting shit aside for your rainy day, don't come to me talking about, well, hey, babe, listen, I'm gonna help when I can, or I'm gonna help how I can. As a normal nigga with a normal job, I don't make $1 million a year, bro. I don't. So my thing is, if you out here working and you blowing your money and doing dumb shit like that, when you fall, sometimes you gotta take accountability on yourself. In this relationship, I can come help, but I got my own shit going on too. So don't downgrade me because you were irresponsible with your funds. That's what I hear when I hear shit like that.
They just look at it as, okay, this nigga can't help me, but another nigga can.
I feel you.
The nigga who make 100,000 can't help me, but the nigga who make equivalent to what I make or more can help me.
But Hollywood, you always tell us the grass always look green on the other side. Like, it's stipulations that come with the nigga that make $3 million a year.
I do say that, but they don't give a fuck. It takes for the nigga. It takes for the $200,000, $300,000 nigga the dog their ass, then they run back. But at that point, it's too late. It's too late at that point.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Right. Well, let's go ahead and put a bow on this topic, right? I got another topic I want to talk about. I'm gonna play the audio first, and then I'm gonna let you guys listen to it, and then y'all tell me, do you think? I think Hollywood put that she preaching or some shit like that because of what the young lady said. So this is what she said. Here we go.
Don't ever ask no woman for no pussy. If you gotta ask her for it, it's not yours. Be the kind of man that shows up in her experience to the capacity that she wants you to have it. She'll offer it to you. If you gotta ask a woman for some pussy, she don't want to fuck you. She don't. Like y'all first sexual encounter especially, don't ask. Let her offer it to you. She gonna fuck you differently. The pussy that you get when you ask for it versus the pussy that you get when it's offered to you, that's two different kind of pussies, baby.
God damn it.
Can y'all please help me win this argument?
Hollywood, Freaky V. I see Freaky V and Tanner's going up.
Hey, make sure you post us social media handles so we can follow up.
Talk to me. So what y'all said is pussy that's given to you is better than the pussy that you asked for? Hollywood, do you agree with that?
I always live by that. Real shit.
Okay, talk to me.
I don't know no other way. Begging for pussy, that really, we always talked about this. That really means she really don't want to give.
Hold on now. Begging for pussy and asking for pussy, totally two different things, dog.
It's the same thing in my mind.
It's the
same thing. Yeah, it is.
It's the same thing. If I gotta verbally ask you for some pussy, that's begging in my mind.
Nah. I totally disagree with that.
What?
That's crazy.
I totally disagree with that.
If I can't just come to you and kiss you on the neck or grab your ass and you get those subtle hints and that makes you want to give me the pussy, if I gotta verbally come out and ask you, that's something totally different, dog. That's begging to me in my mind.
Okay. Go ahead, Freaky V.
I agree.
Okay.
It's two totally different pussies. If you ask me, it's different. If I want to give it to you, you show me something that I gotta let you get this. I gotta drop this off for you or whatever.
Yeah, she wants you at that point. Yeah, she wants you.
It's two totally different sexual acts.
Listen, I'm not arguing y'all on that part. Yeah, I'm arguing part of the description of begging. Begging to me is you constantly keep asking somebody for some shit. That's begging. That's just like if I ask Freaky V for $100, hey Freaky V, let me get $100. She say no. All right, cool. That's not begging. That's me just asking. But if I be like,
so
come
the
on, dog.
The first time you ask and she deny you, you gonna stop right there?
If you stop right there, that's asking. I just asked you.
Are you gonna stop right there for life?
No.
Exactly.
But what I'm saying is that's the difference between that's the difference between begging and asking for something. If I ask you, hey Hollywood, let me borrow $20. You say no, that's the end of the conversation. I just asked you for it. If I be like, come on, dog, I really need it. Now I'm begging. That's begging. That's to me, but in my mind.
Regarding sex, you shouldn't have to ask. That's what she's saying. I'm gonna offer it to you before you can even ask. I know what you stopped me for, and I know what you asked for my telephone number for.
Freaky V.
Let's just call a spade a spade.
Freaky V, this is what sets you apart from most women, right? And I tell you this shit every time we have these tight conversations. The way you view it is how a nigga gonna view it. Most females don't view it that way. And some niggas gonna ask for it. They gonna be like, hey man, listen, I wanna fuck. That's just how they gonna come out and say it to him. She may say yes, she may say no. But if you continue
so you saying when a woman is walking in the mall and a guy stops you and say, hey,
that ain't gonna happen.
Beautiful, whatever, you look very nice or whatever, you got a man, whatever it is y'all say, you go, can I get your number or what's your IG? You trying to tell me that most women don't think that this nigga wanna fuck?
Freaky V, we done had this conversation multiple times. Yes.
I don't even know why you arguing this, bro. Like, you not asking for the pussy. So why is you trying to argue for the niggas who are?
I'm Hollywood. I'm not arguing. All I'm saying is my only thing with this, I agree with you and Freaky V. The pussy better if she want to give it to you. I'm not debating that. My only debate in this conversation is the difference between asking for some pussy and begging for some pussy. That's all I'm saying. Of course, I'm not gonna ask.
Again, in my mind, I understand the words that you're saying. They are different, right? It is a difference between asking and begging. But in this particular aspect, what we're saying is that it's primarily the same thing. If she's digging you like that, you don't have to ask. So for a nigga to just come out and be like, hey, so you gonna let what we doing? We getting together tonight, you gonna let me do this, that, and the third. Nigga, if I was feeling you like that when I called you, that should have been the first thing out my mouth.
Some nigga drop beg for pussy. It's the same shit. when you see a motherfucker and you come over 2 o'clock at night, you say, "Hey man, what you doing?" Or what you doing tonight? It's the same shit. It's just for some women, you can't be as vulgar as Freaky V is. Like you can call Freaky V and be like, "Hey man, I want to hit tonight. What you doing?" She cool with that. But most women's perception, they don't want to come off like that. We say this shit all the time. Most women don't want to come off like that hoe, bro. So you ain't gonna be able to verbalize that shit to a woman like that. You gonna have to beat around the bush or some shit like that. Like Freaky V can walk up to a nigga in the mall in her scenario and say, "Hey, I think you're attractive." And if the nigga find her attractive as well, she can fuck that same day. Not saying that a nigga can't do it, because it's done happened to me before. But the chances of that shit happening, you have to talk to her. You got to take out. You got to do shit. Because that's just how the world. That's how men got to play.
The furthest a nigga need to go is by telling the girl, "I want to spend some time with you," and just let the rest take care of itself.
I agree.
Right.
But Hollywood, but in that same shit, we both. I know a girl that if I invite her out there and I say some shit like that, she just going to look to spend some time. She not thinking about, I guess, somewhere in
she
the
don't want to. She don't want to fuck you.
At that point,
she looking to spend some time. No, she don't want to fuck you.
At that point,
if me and you,
I agree.
If me and you alone, we at her. If you at her crib, y'all alone on a one-on-one, and she's still not giving you those type of vibes, she don't want to fuck you.
But Hollywood, that's a different scenario. I'm talking about when I initially meet the chick. You talking about when we dating, when she don't call me over to the crib. That's different. I'm saying in our initial interaction with each other, when I see her in the mall, like Freaky V was saying, I can't just come out and be vulgar like that.
But I'm not looking to fuck you when I first see you anyway.
No, but I'm saying the primary purpose.
No, in my mind, I approach you because you find and I want to fuck you.
Yes.
But I'm not trying to fuck you right now at this point. No.
Right. But what I'm saying is,
but if she down with it, you doing it, right?
Huh?
But if she down with it, you doing it, right?
Nah, bro. If I meet a girl at the mall, I'm not finna take her.
Hollywood, stop that.
That's just not my personality, bro. I'm not finna take you just on initially meeting you at the mall, from the mall to the hotel. No, bro.
Hollywood, if Bernice walking in the mall and Bernice you meet her,
Bernice
no, it's not. Because if she say, "I want to fuck right now," are you going to fuck?
If you Bernice. But if listen, bro, we talking about a random chick that you just not seeing. You never seen her day in your fucking life.
Though. She can be fine.
I don't give a fuck. I'm not finna.
I disagree.
My whole vibe, yeah, because that's you. I'm talking about me.
I agree.
Okay, so
my mind can go to all kind of different places that this girl just allowed me to. Come on, dog. I'm not the best looking nigga in the fucking world. Like, it's other niggas who equivalent or better than me in the world. So what's so special about me? No. That's playing in my mind.
But to her, you are the best looking nigga in the world.
You are that nigga.
You are that nigga.
But in my mind, I don't believe that.
No, okay, but Hollywood,
I don't believe that.
I agree. But what you doing is you deflecting your personal feelings onto another motherfucker. That's what you're doing. Just because you don't think you the motherfucking Shamar Moore of the motherfucking world, she might be like, "Damn, that light-skinned nigga fine motherfucker."
But in my mind, my personal feelings gonna keep me safe.
I'm going to fuck.
So okay. So but you approached me. You approached me because I'm cute enough to fuck.
Get it, Freaky V.
All right. So your initial scan of me as you were approaching me was like, "Damn, I'll pipe her ass down."
Get it, boom.
All right. So you come over to me, you speak, and I give you my number, which that does mean you can get it. Please understand. Every single time you can get it.
No. Right. Okay, Freaky V. This my only pushback on it. I feel like if a girl give you her number, you have a 55% chance of fucking at that point.
This nigga got the mouth.
No, this just my mind.
Okay.
55% chance, right?
Yeah.
I think once you go out on a date with her, wherever you take her, if she decides to go out on a date with you, dog, that shit increases to 80%. Now, this last 20% gonna be dependent on what the fuck come out your mouth during this conversation while you with her. How she view you. to go ahead and seal the deal. Because in her mind, she probably already thinks she'll get some pussy. But if you start talking that rah-rah shit and talk about shit she ain't interested in, then your shit gonna decrease.
Correct. But Hollywood said that if he approached me with the option with him wanting to fuck. That was the primary reason that he approached me, right? Okay, so I gave him my telephone number and I'm telling him how sexy he is too, right? Okay, so that same day, you trying to tell me we can't go fuck?
No.
That eliminates 60% of the niggas for me. If I see you right, some niggas that's all I want.
That's just not my vibe. See, that's just not my vibe.
There's a
checklist in my mind that makes me more comfortable to want to fuck you. I'm not leaving from talking to you at the mall to going to fuck you later on that day. I'm not doing it. I know a lot of niggas will, but I'm not.
Okay, we're not talking about somebody you gonna date or has potential to be your boo or your companion. We talking strictly on the lines of you met her, she fuckable, she like you, boom. You can't.
So you don't do the one night stand thing?
I wouldn't, no.
God damn. Well, shit, why the one night stand? This motherfucker, boy. Woo!
That's just me.
I mean, listen, and you have. I get that, and I think by us being from the crib, we always think that people trying to set us up, right? So I think that plays in my mind, like, okay, well, nigga, who sent you,
right.
or whatever, like who you know or whatever. Like if you say, hey, I got this spot, you could come. I ain't with that. Let me choose the spot. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel more comfortable. Let me choose the spot or whatever. Because I be thinking you trying to set me up. But that don't mean that I won't. I'll fuck you. Same day. If Hollywood approached me in the mall or whatever and gave me his number, I'm trying to get that immediately. I done bought everything I needed to buy at the mall. I'm trying to give this nigga, what you doing later? What you doing right now?
But see, I just think that's his preference, bro. I think 80% of niggas gonna go smash that first day. Cause this done happened to me at clubs when I was in my 20s. Like one night I met her, we talking, my personality comes through and you hear the shit about, oh, I ain't never done this before, which ladies, I'm gonna be honest with you, don't no nigga believe that shit. Just keep that shit to yourself.
That goes with what I just said. I ain't that hell of a nigga for you to just be.
I'm just saying, bro.
There's other niggas on my level.
Okay, but in her eyes, you may be that nigga.
Correct.
But what I'm saying is, no matter
what her eyes see, I'm trying to save my life,
But no,
I gotta live after this.
No, those scenarios don't happen. Like in the club, alcohol's involved, conversation. Hollywood, Freaky V, y'all know how I get when I get liquor in me. My personality really starts to shine.
You turn into a hoe then.
And I've taken women home on one night stands, and it is what it is. All I'm saying is, I feel like Freaky V, her male side, her male tendencies,
right,
tend to come out when we had these debates.
That's crazy, because I'm that friend to be like, he can't go.
Oh, you the clock blocker friend. You the clock blocker friend?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh shit, my dog a clock blocker.
He can't go.
That's crazy, because that's not me.
No,
that's not me.
That shit.
Yeah, no, that's not me. And technically, but here's the thing. If the three of us went out and Hollywood would say that to me, I wouldn't go. Honestly. If Infamous said that to me, I wouldn't go. Because I'm like, okay, you saw something.
Well, you ain't going, we gonna say it. We gonna say it every time.
Yes. And plus,
now that I know that in advance, I ain't asking y'all shit then. I'm just gonna disagree.
No. Hold on, time out. This motherfucker lying. when she dated one nigga, dog, she sent me the nigga tag, where the nigga live at, the nigga driving license. I'm like, what the fuck you sending me all that shit for? You got kids. Send that shit to your kids. No, if something happened to me, nigga, I want you to be able.
And that's my fucking mind thought. Why am I going to put myself through this?
But I'm gonna keep it real with you. It's a double standard. Freaky V, we in the club. I ain't letting you go nowhere. Hollywood, if he was single, we in the club. All right, homeboy, I'll holler at you. Do your thing.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Because I would not let you go with no random like that. Because I know niggas getting set up. That's why I ain't going nowhere. That's why I stay home.
Hey, dog, we gonna share. I'm like, yeah, dog, see shit the two light-skinned niggas.
They're both of us gonna be on the news. No,
right.
No, man.
See, I think it's always we always think that we're trying to get set up. So it's like, well, yeah, you fuckable, but let me see what else you talking about first. Where you coming from or whatever. So it's not necessarily, developing feelings. I just need to make sure you're not gonna Jeffrey Dahmer me or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's the only thing.
You know what? I'm bullshitting, but in nigga mind, that's the real shit. Nigga gonna make sure his homegirl straight. His nigga, he might say something to her, but he ain't gonna really push the issue of his homeboy. Be like, hey, bro, I met this little baddie over here. I'm gonna go in and slide out. Nigga might say, hey, dog, be careful. Niggas usually are more protective of their female friends and their woman than they are their actual homeboy.
Because they feel like a nigga could
take
protect themselves.
Yeah. So, okay, hey, man, we're gonna put a ball on that. We're gonna move on to the next topic.
Y'all can't pick and choose when I have nigga tendencies and when I don't.
You can have nigga tendencies, you just can't leave with the nigga.
Yeah. Y'all go fuck in the bathroom or something, but you can't leave the premises. I'm joking.
No, I ain't doing that, but
I'm joking. We're gonna move on to the next topic, right? Do you think that intimacy? I'm gonna just play the clip and I'm gonna let y'all listen to it, and then y'all tell me what y'all think. Cause I got a couple of questions that I want to ask y'all. Here we go.
Things that are going to lead me to be aroused to then participate, because you already come in hard as a rock. So it's like, I did this, why she can't do that to herself? Why I gotta help her?
No.
That's what it feels like. It feels like if I could do this by myself, why she not strong enough to do this by herself?
You might have said a word right there.
No, I didn't. That's so whack. I want you to come warm me up. Why you can't do that? That's the only issue that I have.
That's why I masturbate.
So you don't want to talk to me?
No.
That's what I got out of that.
All the time.
That's what I got out of that. You know what? I'm okay with that. I talk a lot. I'm okay with that. I want foreplay to be sensual, and it might be a time where you don't feel like being sensual.
Right. That's the only reason.
Stop agreeing with me, for real. I want you to seduce me.
No.
I'm just giving you reasons, but for real, I want you to warm it up.
No, I get.
Okay. So basically, this is a married couple, right? And the wife is saying that she want her husband to come warm her up for sex. He just come in the room straight, hard, ready to get down to it. So my question to you guys is the importance of the intimacy part of the sexual experience. Do men not put enough value in it, or is it just something that's just overblown for women? I'm gonna start out with Hollywood. Hollywood, give me the fellas, your perspective. I ain't gonna say all fellas, but your perspective.
I think the young lady got a point.
Okay.
It's a lot of things when you got a family. Like we might not have the time. The kids might be in the other room,
and they have
so
kids.
We might have to get to it. But man, when you prime that motherfucker up, that pussy different when you prime it up, boy.
Hey, when you do what?
I cleft for God. Now, when you prime it up, it's different, bro. Like, it's different when you prime that motherfucker. When you get her in the mood and get her ready for this, it's different. So I agree with her. We can't do this shit all the time because time restraints. You know what I'm saying? But when we can do it, go ahead and do it. Go on, prime up, get her ready. It's a totally different experience when you do that.
Mm-hmm. Freaky V, do you care about being primed up, warmed up before the sexual experience?
Primed up.
Yeah. It depends on the event. I agree with Hollywood. I don't have a living nigga like that, but sometimes you just can't give. Everybody's not gonna offer you the same experience.
Right.
Some niggas are just generally sensual. You know, you can get the massage, you can get the foreplay, you can do all of that, and still have him drop the dick off too, and it'd be great. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of men can't handle foreplay because in their mind, before they get to you, they already just thought about it. You know, so they already leaking. I'm gonna use that term loosely. So by the time you get there, he ready to go. He gonna go. You just not knowing the nigga is interested. He called you 10 minutes before and say, "Hey, I'm down the street. What you doing?" You understand? But he done thought about you the whole ride that way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so and you know what? Sometimes you can't. Foreplay is a tricky thing for me.
Okay.
Sometimes if you okay, I like the oral sex. I'm a giver. I'm a natural pleaser, right? That's what I get off on. So if I do that too much, I could take you too far to the point of no return. By the time we do something,
And you don't get nothing.
Right.
Hey, boy,
So
that's one of the.
Listen, it's a catch-22 with that shit, bro.
I agree with you, but that's one of the most humble brags, boastering shit I ever heard in my life. That motherfucker freaking me say, yeah, you know, I'm so good at oral that I can get you to the point of no return. I say,
That's not what the fuck I'm saying.
Listen, I'm just telling you what I heard.
That's what you're saying. You said it.
I'm just telling you what I heard. But listen,
that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this for all women. For most women who like it.
That nigga selfish, freaky. He's supposed to control that. He's supposed to back you up, man. Hey, listen, you about to take me there.
I tell most women, listen, don't overextend yourself orally because you're gonna be disappointed depending on the man.
Don't tell them no shit like that.
Okay, listen, I'm gonna tell you why. Because everybody get back up and perform after that's been done. So if you're a woman that like penetration, your main job, the first suck should be to get him aroused.
No, I need you to get me right to the edge. Get me right there.
Hollywood, you a nigga that, and that's a sexual thing too. They call it edging. I just found that out.
Yeah, edge me then, goddammit, edge me.
Listen, get him. Hey, listen, get him medium rare. Don't get him raw. Get it medium well. Medium well. Don't get it well done, because if you get it well done, you done. Get it so you can get your penetration in. Because if you go ahead and expose the monster, you're gonna be disappointed. Because every dude ain't ready to jump right back up and get to playing football again. Nah. That's the end of the game. So what I'm saying is, ladies,
you gotta have that shit coming up the shaft for me, boy.
No, hey, that first one, you just trying to get him. You just trying to get him right so he can give you what you want if you in the oral. But we don't went off on a 10. I forgot what.
And then when you edge a nigga, that take away some of the sensitivity. So when I do get in the pussy, that's like that second nut.
Hollywood, stop it.
I'm just giving a
Hollywood.
Y'all do what y'all want to do.
Listen, Hollywood. Some niggas, every nigga not built like you, dog. Some niggas, when they get to that point, they don't know how to say stop.
No, niggas don't care.
Hollywood, a lot of niggas don't even know what edging is. If you listen to the podcast, if you know what edging is, comment in the go comment in the comments. Most niggas don't even know what that is.
No.
I'm telling them, nigga.
But they just not finding that out at 50.
What edging is? Niggas don't know when you first feel that sensation.
I refuse to believe that niggas don't know what the fuck that is. They might not know what the term is, but they done did that shit before. You done been in some pussy and done got overly excited and damn near came and you backed up out the pussy to stop the nut from coming. That's edging.
I understand what you saying, Hollywood. Some
Every
niggas,
nigga done did that.
a lot of niggas, and I'm just speaking for me.
They just keep going. They can't.
Just keep going. I'm here already.
You're selfish. You're selfish, bitch.
You call it whatever you want.
Right. You're absolutely right.
You call it whatever the fuck you want. But every nigga ain't got control like that, bro. Once that sensation start, nigga, yeah, she blows, goddamn it.
Right.
Yeah, she blows, goddamn it. No, a lot of niggas don't even must know once you first feel that sensation out, that's when you should first back out. When you first feel that thing start, that spidey sense start tingling.
I give it a few more pumps.
No. What? What are you playing with your life?
I live on the edge though. You know.
Listen,
you know
dog. Once that fluid gets to the boiling point, dog, that coffee don't overheat.
Well, I get that shit. That shit damn to get to the mushroom head, boy. It's
boy,
damn near there.
You a different type. Listen, niggas like you and niggas that can nut and dick stay hard, y'all niggas some unicorns.
And we love you.
Unicorns.
We love you. We love you.
When I first feel that shit starting tingling, I got to back up easy. Once my spidey senses start tingling, I got to back up right here.
Uh-oh.
Right.
Oh, shit. I got to back up right here. Let's go for mad.
Right.
Let's switch position. Or let me go eat some.
Because you're going to be mad. You're going to be mad.
But listen, this is the tricky part to it. If you keep doing that, she going to get aggravated anyway. Because it's going to take her another 5 minutes to probably get back in the mood because now you back. You back.
Only edge once. Once I edge that first time, then the sensitivity go down a little bit. That's why I was just referring to the head. Get me to the edge. That way, once I get in the pussy, it's like the second nut.
But okay, so when you're,
I guess
when you're trying to perform,
just a tip for the guys out there.
When you're trying to perform,
sitting Indian style, all sad and shit, trying to do that edge shit, boy. This your first time trying to edge that 50. You're gonna be fucked up. You're gonna be sitting there with your head down and your girl got her hand on your back, baby. It'll be okay. And that's the worst shit in the world, women. Listen, if we nut quick, leave us the fuck alone. Let us sit in our misery for about 5 minutes, and then we gonna come talk later. But at that
nigga ain't in no misery, nigga sleep.
Dog, if you ain't okay, this is gonna tie right into our next topic. We got a DM from a chick who said that her man ain't sexing her right? She said the pills don't work, the spray don't work, none of that shit that he using is working. So she said that she feels no matter how good the nigga is.
Hey. That nigga is gone.
Hollywood.
That nigga got a cabinet full of pills, boy.
But they not.
What?
They not working. So my question to y'all is this, right? She said she want to sit down and have a conversation with him about introducing a side nigga to the equation.
But it gotta be like in my mind, it's still things you can do to enhance your dude.
Like what?
Like she's talking about medication and all that shit. What about natural forms of helping them? What about losing weight? What about exercising? What about all that other shit? Have you tried all those other things before you resorted to going to another nigga? Because I'm pretty sure he's not gonna be receptive of no shit like that.
Then fuck him. Your shit don't work. Nigga, we done tried all this other shit and it don't work.
I'm letting Free get her balls off. I'm gonna give you the backstory.
All right.
Because me and her had an in-depth conversation about this, right? So she said that they went to a ED doctor.
Damn.
It's called. It helps men with their performance, right? She said they went, and the procedure that he needs costs $3,000.
Damn.
I swear to God, this is what she said. She says $3,000, dog. They gave him like a little sample of some of the stuff that they do, and she said it gave him a chubby in the office, right? So he wanted to take it home to try it, but they told him that they don't give out samples like that.
Man, listen, lady, pay the $3,000. That shit got me chubby in front of these white people, man. Don't pay that $3,000, man.
So what she mean? He's not performing well. He can't get hard, or what? Because there's different levels. What she mean?
He had the ED doctor. He can't get hard.
He one of those.
Oh, quick.
Yeah. He one of those.
In and out.
In and out. Okay. So she said that they went to the doctor. She said $3,000 is a lot of money at this point in time, which is it is a lot of money in these days and time. So they decided they was gonna go to GNC and go get some of that shit at GNC, right? Now, this is what a Hollywood story is accurate. She said he started exercising, he was taking the shit, and it got better.
Right.
Okay.
He felt like he'd been exercising long enough, and he got off the medication, and he stopped exercising completely.
Oh no, my guy. This is a lifestyle change, sir.
Yes. So my thing is, how do you change a nigga's mindset who feel like once they start doing something,
That's how he changed his mind. That's how he changed his mindset. Talk about going to get some more dick.
Correct.
His shape up.
That's how you change a nigga's mindset. Correct.
So my thing is, this is an older guy, right?
Oh yeah.
And I swear to God, this conversation me and her had, and she was like, you know, she gonna sit down and have a conversation. Why doesn't a man in his mind understand that sometimes you got to change certain shit for a better quality of life? Why wouldn't it, especially for black men, why wouldn't we get to a certain point we feel like we don't need some shit no more? Freaky V? Because she said she gonna have a conversation with him about going to get, because she already got a dude that's been on standby that's waiting.
Well, first of all, okay, if she listening to the podcast, she can't do that.
The nigga on standby?
She got a nigga that can be on standby.
No, you just said she got a nigga on standby. She done fucked that nigga before.
She got a nigga on standby.
He ain't on standby.
Well, listen, the whole word, the nigga on standby.
That could
be right. I don't know.
Okay.
She said that she want to make her shit work with this dude, so he the only dude that she been kicking it with. But she has a high sex drive.
So
that nigga on stand in, man.
Okay, but she's stating that the nigga is a good nigga overall, and she don't want to lose him. She gonna lose him when she say that shit. If she mentions she got to stand by nigga,
no, she ain't gonna tell him that. In her words, she said that they should have want to have a conversation.
Just to tell me that you thinking about fucking somebody else, that shit gonna blow it for me. My mindset.
Okay, stop right there.
Okay, blow what? Wait a minute, blow what on your mindset? Cause your dick already gonna get hard. So what I'm blowing for you?
The relationship. Like we can't be together. Like
but this is my question to you, Hollywood.
Be free and go get you that nigga that you dreaming about.
Okay, but this is my question to you, Hollywood. At what point in this whole scenario do the nigga start taking accountability for the shit that he got going on?
Listen, I already said that's his fault. I'm a ashwagandha, beetroot, all that shit type nigga. You know, the ginseng type nigga. So I already work out and do all the natural shit, and I'm not no old nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So if you an old nigga and you having all these issues, if you an old nigga and you having all these issues, I don't understand what type of mindset he got. You know what I'm saying?
But listen, an old nigga wants you to better for worse, and he included this part as the worst part, and he want her to stay. She might as well just go ahead. If she's not looking to cultivate a meaningful relationship with this side nigga, just fuck him and come back home. What you got to have this conversation for?
Listen, that's gonna be hard, bro. That's
if
hard.
If this nigga fucking you how you want to be fucked,
that's gonna be hard, bro.
It ain't gonna be. It's no difference if she tell him or she don't. The dick still gonna be the same. No. She's still gonna be different.
Oh, but
tell her to leave.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh well, I'm all in favor for that. But if she accustomed to a certain lifestyle, then
I'm not even talking about the lifestyle. I'm just saying it's gonna be hard to keep all those feelings in. Cause when a nigga that's digging you down the way you gonna start developing feelings for this nigga. Sex is gonna become a chore for your husband, and it's gonna become
nigga got you in the L. Fuck, been throwing you down on that meat like that, man.
That's a problem, Freaky V.
Like what, Hollywood?
Like this right here. Look, he put his head down. Look.
Okay.
No, listen, Freaky V.
What you doing later on today, Hollywood? Like we say at the end of each and every podcast, we social media's best kept secret. I'm be on the way. Just give me 3 hours.
I'm gonna be real with you. I told her, I said, listen, you playing a dangerous game.
Yeah.
You're gonna play a dangerous game.
It is.
Now, everybody not built like you, Freaky V. Everybody can't just discern the sex from sex. Some people have to have
it too. Yeah.
And if sex is a chore at home and it's pleasure in the streets, that's gonna cause some problems. Whether she wants to acknowledge that or not, and maybe the first month or two, this is gonna be the sex thing.
And how she like yearning for sex.
Yes.
The first time he get a hold on you is gonna be a problem at the house.
Right.
Then, I don't think the first time. I think if y'all fucking on a constant basis, like every week,
the first time,
and you getting that nut, oh man, this is a problem.
Here's the thing.
The first time.
This my advice for her. This is my real honest advice for her. You don't want to leave this nigga that you got at the house or whatever, and I don't feel that she has to, right? I think she need to go and get her some dick on the side. If she had that dick on the side, then she would be okay with doing the little quickies with a husband at the house because it ain't gonna be shit. She's not looking for that to get her off. She can have all the quickies.
Nigga already pulled all that nut up out of her.
Correct. You can have all these quickies that you want because the quickies really for you, not for me. Soon as I get ready, I'm going over here to Mr. Charlie.
But see,
but
this is what we split ways on our thought process. That's cool what you're saying in the beginning, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But what happens when it's 3 o'clock in the morning? You gotta be to work at 4, and he want to roll over and get some sex, and you
didn't know. We talking about no, don't wake me up.
I'm talking about the nigga that you lay next to every night.
Right, no, don't wake me up at no 3 o'clock in the morning. No.
But you was getting up 3 o'clock in the morning before. That's what I'm saying. Shit starts to get. You don't even see signs that shit starting to change.
Listen,
bro.
I am different. I am different. First of all, I ain't working shit out with you. Fuck you. If you go, huh?
But my thing is this, Freaky V. The more that you have sex with a nigga that's blowing your back out, it's gonna be hard to go back to the nigga that's only giving you 30 seconds of fucking.
Sis, listen, if you watch this podcast, reach out to me. I am Freaky V. I am Freaky V on Instagram. Send me a message and let me know you the chick that we was talking about on the podcast. I got something for you. I got a solution for you. You can come to one of my lifestyle events. These niggas gonna blow your back out Friday through Monday. Yeah, she will.
No, she not.
Yeah, she will. No, she ain't getting no dick. It's a lot of things she gonna do. You can't say what she ain't gonna do.
Freaky V, I talked to this girl. She is not going to no shit like that.
Tell her to call me. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, but
call me, sis.
If this is her thought process, bro, she halfway gone anyway.
You never know what somebody gonna do or whatever. She not happy and she ain't getting fulfilled at home, and I'm giving her a sure thing, guaranteed.
But Freaky V, everybody not open like that with their sex life like you are.
Listen, but she don't have to. The thing is, what people don't understand, at these events, the majority of the time, everybody is involved in private play.
I'm not.
Very few times
Yeah,
are
but
people fucking each other.
But what she's asking for from her dude is an open relationship anyway. That's an open relationship.
That's all she asking for.
You right. It is an open relationship. But at the end of the day, she would rather prefer to fuck with somebody that she already know in the privacy of what they fucking doing than to come to an open gathering where Freaky V trying to expose it to. That's what I'm saying. I get what y'all
All I'm saying is I wanna give her some options. She has several options. That's all I'm saying.
How she think this shit gonna go when she approach her man with these questions?
That's not gonna go well.
Listen, I don't know how this shit gonna work out, bro. I really don't. I told her that she treading on she playing a dangerous game. But
I told her keep it on the hush. Keep it on the hush. Come over to the lifestyle. Wherever the fuck she need to be. Listen,
she gonna have to either lead a nigga or keep it on the hush like Freaky V talking about.
That's it. It ain't no. He not gonna give her the okay to go out and sleep.
Because he not even trying to change the way he eating and you know what I'm saying, his lifestyle. He's not trying to change that. So
he don't give a fuck about what he consumes and how the regular shit that he can control.
Yeah, he's leaving her with no choice at this point. In my mind, you leaving her with no choice. If you were doing these certain things and we seen a positive change, and now you got to this point and now you don't want to do those things anymore, and now we're regressing, you leave me with no choice. Like, really?
Infamous, what she with the nigga for? What's her version of a good nigga?
I didn't go in that depth, in that deep of conversation with him like that.
I think sometimes people are comfortable and stagnant, and that can be an issue in itself. See, if you're not really ready to have real accountability conversations, I might not be the person for you, because I don't believe in being unhappy to that extent in a relationship or whatever. But if he's providing you a certain level that you need, that you feel you can't get from anybody else, or you can't generate yourself or whatever, I might not be the person. But my solution is, if you're looking for dick, I can provide that for you or whatever. You want niggas, I can provide that shit for you. Or whatever. My advice: do that shit on the side. If you ain't ready to leave that nigga, then keep it on the hush. Don't say nothing to the nigga. Ain't nothing positive gonna come out of that conversation that you having with him. He don't give a fuck about himself, let alone you, because it's a him problem. He knew the steps that he was taking in order to satisfy him or whatever. Ain't no way he happy with them 2 pumps that he giving you. Every nigga want to show out or whatever. He know he not doing that for you or whatever. So, like, if you want to holler at me, holler at me. I am very open, honest, and transparent. I talk to women all the time or whatever, so the ball is in your court or whatever. I don't think she playing a dangerous game or whatever that we ain't playing on a daily basis. He ain't providing her with no dick or whatever. For me, he already out the damn door. Ain't no conversations. We would have never made it to that easy guy.
He is, and when she get to the point to where she can sustain herself, I don't know. I'm not saying that's the issue, but in my mind, I think it is.
What?
Yeah, she out the door anyway.
What?
She out.
They so intertwined financially that she can't stand on her own.
That's the part of the story I never told y'all. She got her own shit.
So why the
so
fuck?
So nigga, I just asked you. Yeah, if it's not finances, and it's not big.
That nigga conversation ain't that good.
It ain't that good.
What the fuck what keeping you there?
What you talking about? You ain't praying for me that much to keep me at the damn house. What right. You sit at the right hand of the Father? Then tell him to make your dick work.
Yeah, since you threw that in, this shit don't even make sense, bro. It don't.
No, you definitely need to call me, sis. Let's get real with each other. What happened? What conversation happens between us stays between us. We won't even discuss that shit on the podcast.
I asked her that question. Hey man, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know how. Like, bro, listen. Certain people's minds work the way they work. You can't. it ain't gonna make sense to you why somebody else doing the shit that they do.
But sometimes you have to repeat things to people so they know just how stupid that shit sound.
That shit don't work.
It do work.
No, it don't.
It do work. And you know that shit work between me and you.
But
if I come to you and say, hey,
but that's our dynamic. That's what I keep. Listen, everybody don't function the same way, bro. I keep trying to tell you that just because me and you have a certain dynamic in our relationship and how we communicate. If I say some shit to you, back to you, it may. No, I got a homeboy. I can say a million things to this nigga, dog, and that shit just don't register in his motherfucking brain. So, listen,
I'm not saying it works for everybody.
Thoughts and prayers.
I'm willing to try. That's all the fuck I'm saying. Sis, reach out to me. We could come up with a plan.
Yeah, she's
this
ready
work.
to go. It's just some shit that's keeping her there. She ready to go. Absolutely.
Listen, you know what happens between our private conversations won't make it to the podcast.
Okay.
I'm here.
Okay, moving on. Hey, we all attend brunches and shit like that, right?
Right.
You know what I mean? Do you, first of all, before we start this conversation, do you think brunches are more of a mature type event as far as its counterpart of going to the club or going to a Plies concert? Is that the older people's club?
No,
It's the brunch.
No, it's the same. It's the same shit.
Okay, why you say?
Because they going there. Only thing different is y'all sitting down and eating, and the ambiance or the setting is a little better. But it's the same shit. Everybody in the motherfucker drunk. Yeah, right. Everybody trying to fuck something. It's the same shit.
Okay, do you agree with him, Freaky V?
I guess since he put it like that, yep. I thought brunch was a more mature
I'm with you.
crowd.
Why? Why you say that?
Because it gives me an opportunity to go to church first and then go to brunch.
It's in reverse because a lot of people go out and then on Saturday night and then Sunday morning
they go to church Sunday morning. Hey,
same shit.
When you right, you right. You would change my perspective right quick just then. Yeah, first of all, I was feeling good about attending brunch and not the club. But now I got to go do some soul searching and shit.
It's the same shit. They be smoking hookahs, all kind of shit at brunch, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
What's the difference?
But would you say the crowd is different?
Yes.
Because I think so.
I guess the crowd might be a little older, but they pretty much doing the same shit.
We all doing the same shit, but
we just go to bed at a certain time. That's all. That's why we do our shit early so we can go to bed later.
Okay. The reason why I'm asking you this is because these brunches are turning into orgies.
Okay.
The reason why I say it, right?
Yeah, well, where the orgies?
Listen, these chefs, right? They're turning brunches and shit into sexual things, right?
It been that.
No. These niggas is getting bananas, putting the bananas in the girl's mouth, spinning this shit around, dropping hot chocolate on grapes, and this shit is turning into something totally different.
That's a different kind of brunch, but go ahead.
Yes, this brunch here is strictly for women.
Okay.
They have aesthetically pleasing men as chefs. They got the ripped off motherfucking shirts with the tattoos showing and big ass beards with juice dripping off their beard and all other type of shit.
No, that shit sound like the female gentleman club.
Yeah.
No, nobody's scripting though. Ain't no dick out. It's just they're being very sexual with the food and how they are preparing the food with the women.
Okay.
Question is, I know Freaky V go to shit like this. Hollywood, would you let your wife go to some shit like this?
Why not? Enjoy, baby.
Bro, you kill me with this word "let." Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll be here when you get home.
Listen, Freaky V, it don't matter how you feel about it. Some people's relationship is set up that way. So you can be mad and be talking about, what I'm saying is some niggas that wouldn't allow their wife to go to some shit like this, or their girl to go to some shit like this. But niggas is in there with their chef shit on, with the shit open, with the abs showing and putting.
So,
no.
How do you know that I'm going? How do you know that I'm attending that to that extent?
I know you're not. Forgive me, I get that part. I'm just saying, if this shit is on,
if you knew.
Yeah, if you knew. If this shit is some broadcasted shit on Facebook, where I seen this shit at, where the niggas doing all this sexy, exotic shit with food, that's like the food babe nigga who's coming around making the food and doing all this. No, you're not doing this wild shit with me sitting here with my girl. Are you crazy?
Yeah, nah, that's different. I'm sitting here. That's something
different, Freaky V. This nigga's finna not finna cut lamb chops up in no seductive way and drop that shit. No.
So what would be the issue? What would be the issue with your woman going?
Yeah,
as long as I don't know you going to some shit like, if I just think you're going to a regular brunch, then go ahead.
No, I'm telling you, hey, we booked this guy. You saw this event, I showed it to you. We had already talked about it. You know exactly where I'm going. What's the issue? No. The question is, what's the issue?
The issue is most niggas don't want their girls.
I'm talking about you.
Shit like that.
Why? That's not an explanation. Why?
I don't know what explanation you want me to tell you, other than
you saying you don't want me to go. Why? Because we're talking to me. You just not gonna tell me no.
Listen,
what's the answer?
It's because your mindset is different than most men.
Babe, I don't want you going because I'm insecure, baby. I think you're gonna.
But you can't tell Freaky V that.
I'm gonna think you're gonna fuck the nigga who putting the grapes in your mouth, babe. I don't want you to go.
But in that though, that's a you problem. That's not a me problem.
And if I have insecure, that's all it is.
Correct. And if I have
insecure,
if I haven't,
I don't have an issue with my wife going because I totally trust my wife.
Mm-hmm. And you're not insecure.
And you being involved with a nigga is something that I can't control. If you really want to do some shit, you're gonna do it anyway.
No. It wouldn't matter if you put your motherfucking grapes in my mouth seductively or no food was involved at all. Mm-hmm. If I seen you and I thought you was sexy and I wanted to fuck, it wouldn't matter what the circumstances. That's what I'm saying to the nigga. So that you ain't gonna allow me bullshit. If I wanna fuck, I'm gonna fuck. Let's just say that.
Listen, that's just like you always say when a nigga say they want to have a threesome, you opening Pandora's box. You say that shit all the time. Why would you open Pandora's box? Some niggas feel like you are opening Pandora's box. You could be opening some shit up.
By feeding your wife some grapes?
It ain't about the feeding of the grapes, dog. It's about...
God damn.
But you know what?
It's about the perception, what's going on of the feeding of the grapes, bro.
I think niggas need to allow their girl to be who she want to be, bro. Like, don't try to handcuff her and keep her away from doing the shit she really want to do, dog. Don't suppress her. I want to know if you want to be a hoe. Let me know that, so I can go the opposite way. No, I'm not talking about the brunch. I'm talking about shit outside the brunch. If you decide one of them niggas is attractive and you wanted to take that shit a step further, if that's something you want to do, I want to see that.
Okay, so let me ask you. See this question. What if the roles was vice versa, and your girl don't want you going to strip clubs and shit like that with your homeboy because of the seductive shit that be going on in the strip club? Are you gonna be like, are you gonna have that same mindset? Is what I'm asking. Because for me, I don't give a fuck either way.
Like Freaky V said, why you don't want me to go? And if she has a legitimate reason why she don't want me to go,
I don't want a woman grinding her pussy.
I don't give a fuck about the strip club. I don't give a fuck about the strip club that much to argue down why I should go. I don't care about it that much. I'm not going.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So here's my thing.
But that's still
I'm very selective. Go ahead.
No, you go. No, go ahead.
I'm very selective as to what I say no to when we having a disagreement, right? For just that reason. Because if I tell you, nah, I don't want you to go to the strip club when it's my turn to go to brunch, that's the way that I look at it.
Nigga, I just let you go to the strip club
Listen, I'm a forward thinker. We ain't got the no.
You playing chess, huh?
Yeah. So you going to the strip club, in my mind, depending on what strip club you go to outside of Miami. If you go to a strip club outside of Miami, you ain't doing nothing but she ain't doing nothing but getting you a lap dance. Yeah, she naked or whatever. You ain't really touching and feeling. You ain't inserting nothing or whatever. And you come back to me all horny and shit. And then I enjoy the rest of the night, go to bed, go to work the next day. You understand? I figure the same way for brunch. So yeah, the nigga look good or whatever, but depending on the group of girls I'm with, I pretty much ain't gonna do shit or whatever. But my shit gonna be thriving when I get home. It's like, what's up? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So whether the fact I'm thinking about you or thinking about that nigga I just seen, you still the beneficiary. So what difference do it make? That's just my personal opinion.
And that's what and that's what makes the scenario what it is, because that's your personal opinion. Some people don't have those views. And to tie that shit in with it, your past has a lot to do with why your wife treats you the way she treats you, or your husband treats you the way that they treat you. If you're a nigga that's been caught doing some shit that you ain't supposed to been doing, your wife gonna have a problem with you going to the strip club, dog. Because obviously,
but a lot of times they bring that baggage from previous relationships. That shit ain't got nothing to do with me.
I agree, but sometimes you add on to that shit.
Yeah, like if you ain't never gave me no reason.
If your girl done caught you cheating, bro.
Yeah.
And you talking about you finna go to the strip club, her antenna's gonna go up, dog. Same if you caught your girl texting a nigga on the phone or doing some shit like that, and then she talking about she just finna go to a brunch with niggas being seductive and doing all this wild shit, your antenna's gonna go up a little bit. That's all I'm saying. Your priority dictates how
But all I'm saying is you can't stop them from doing what the fuck they want to do. Period.
You can't. You can't stop somebody from doing what
they want. So I want all that shit to show itself to give me a reason to not be here. Like,
but a lot of niggas ain't gonna do that. They do want to control the narrative. So they follow along the lines of what Infamous is saying. Like, no, I'm not letting you go here, or nah, you can't do this or whatever. I've never been the type of person to ask for permission to do something. I'm coming to you to say, hey, me and the girls going to brunch. Did we have anything planned this weekend? That's the permission, so to say, that I'm looking for. Not asking you, hey, can I go? That ain't even in my vocabulary.
See, but the thing that Hollywood said, that's the key, like the cornerstone of his statement was, I trust my wife. So Correct. It's different. If he didn't trust his wife, this is a totally different conversation.
If I didn't trust my wife, I wouldn't have a wife.
Right. Like, and I get it. Not everybody's like that. Everybody's just trying to. Everybody just be like, shit, I done invested all this time.
Well, my thing is everybody needs to get like that. Everybody needs to get like that.
Because
they're going to live their lives not being able to trust the motherfucker that you're spending your life with. We need to get like that.
The rest of your life.
What you saying? I want to debunk it, but we get towards the end of the podcast. Maybe we can have this conversation on the podcast.
We'll write this motherfucker down. Write it down.
Because that's not human nature, what you saying. Because if you fuck up and she gave you another chance, bro, that's a whole nother podcast. We're going to end it there. That's a whole different podcast, bro. That's a totally different conversation.
You're talking about her perspective and my perspective. Her mind and my mind. Two totally different things.
Oh, you're right. Like, as I said, this podcast, right? Because this can go another 30 minutes, this goddamn conversation. Freaky V, how to get in contact with you?
I am Freaky V on Instagram and Threads.
Hollywood, how to get in contact with you?
I am Hollywood Rich _ on Instagram and Threads.
I am Infamous on TikTok. Also, if you want to follow the podcast, please go to Theze Nutz Official on Facebook. Instagram is Theze Nutz _ Hollywood, how to get in contact with us on YouTube?
Separate These Nuts.
If you want to take the audio experience, if you listen to us on Apple or however you consume audio podcasts, put the nuts back together, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the share button, drop a comment. Also, you want personal inquiries about the podcast, please go to thesenuts.business@gmail.com. That's thesenuts.business@gmail.com. And as I said in each and every podcast, we're social media's most imperfect podcast. Social media's best kept secret. I'm your boy Infamous.
I'm Freaky B.
Hollywood.
And together we make Theze Nutz. I'm about to write that down.